Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. It's time for more Dragon Quest 7. Yeah, as the note says, severe weather might strike at any moment, so I'm, just without warning, I might have to end the stream, so just, if it ends abruptly, that's why. It should be fine for at least the first hour, beyond that, I don't know. So last we left off, we finished the Ultrades Abbey plotline, so now we're back to this area in the present.
Step right up. Your Grace, please. I ask that you change my vocation. I wish to be a heartthrob. No problem, missus. I can fix you right up. Abracafabula! What in the... What have you done to me? I'm supposed to be young and handsome and lithe, not some muscle-bound monstrosity.
Your Grace, I want to wow the crowds as a singer, so I wouldn't mind being made to look hot to trot, just like the old lady.
Oh, easy peasy then. Let's bring out the true you. Abracafabula!
What have you done?
I didn't even know pig class was a thing.
Your Grace, please. You have to turn me back right now. Really? I think you look pretty good. Très chic, the pair of you. Well, I suppose I could get used to being strong. Just think of all the jars I could open.
I suppose this look is pretty unique.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the woman I don't think has too much reason to be that angry, because, yeah, she's like, I'm gonna be positive about this. The pig guy, I think, deserves to be pissed.
Hooray! Well, if you're all happy, I'm happy. Where do I even start? Just say that I don't have a particularly great feeling about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, Maribel. Jeez.
Sure.
Hi, I'm High Priestess Jackie of Ultrades Abbey, here to help. You look like you want some new vacations, am I right? Don't be shy, who's going first? You gonna wear a helmet, Particio, and a jumpsuit and a cape? What, are you forgetting something you have to do, Particio?
No offense, but you're supposed to be the High Priestess. What are you doing carrying on like that?
How very dare you! Her Grace is the most gifted High Priestess since Jacqueline the Miraculous.
Yeah, everyone tells me I'm just like old Jacqueline. I'm so much like her, actually. That I'm probably her reincarnation. And you can't say any different. Praise be.
Yeah, as someone who met Jacqueline, I'm calling BS.
You don't smell the same, or act the same. The same face? Wait a minute, are you?
Particio passes on the message from Jacqueline from the distant past.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You're the prophecy guys, the time travelers. This is just amazing. I've been praying you'd come along for like years. And I was starting to think no one was listening. Anyway, that's enough of my blabber. I need to give you something.
The Career Spear.
You can use the career sphere to commune with little old moi.
Okay, good, we don't
Or
have to go back to the
whoever's in
Abbey every single time.
Whenever you want. Even when you're miles and miles away. That's right. No more traipsing all the way here when you fancy a change. You know, the career sphere was made by the first ever head of All Trades Abbey. But it was High Priestess Jacqueline, total legend around here by the way, who came up with the special prayer to imbue it with power. Every single head of the Abbey since then, right up to yours truly, has tirelessly prayed to the sphere, and finally it's paid off. Now it works a treat. I really hope it comes in handy in your big adventure. For Jacqueline's sake, and all the high priests and priestesses since. Oh, one last thing. A higher power has told me that there's a way to get more out of your vocations than you could possibly imagine. But, some of the details are kind of sort of lost on me. I'm still pretty new to all this, you know. Once I cleanse my spirit enough to fully comprehend what the higher power is trying to tell me, you'll be the first to know. I promise. Oh, and one last thing. Someone gave me this, but I think you should take it. I bet it'll come in handy on your travels. So, feel free to call on my power night or day, whenever you want to switch jobs. Now, get out there and give 'em heck.
Alright, and that's just available from the main screen, so I don't even have to pull out the menu for that. Sweet! I have no idea whether it's true or not, but there's a certain legend that's been on my mind as of late. They say that he who climbs to the world's highest point and holds a precious gem aloft will awaken a mighty hero. Who could that be, I wonder? Very intriguing, is it not? My pecs are like steel, I bet I could crush a rock like there was a tin can. Can't wait to get back to the village and strut my stuff in front of everyone.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the church in this area.
Huh?
What am I gonna do? I want to be a jester, but I can't seem to find a sidekick for my comic endeavors. I know I could go solo, but my poor old mother would be devastated. She gave me her blessing to be a funny man, but only if I promised to form a comedy troupe or a duo at the very least. I heard there's bandits lurking in the remains of an abandoned town to the south of here. I'd steer well clear if you value your lives. Luckily for us, we're video game protagonists, so we don't have to give a crap. Yeah, they definitely refurbished this place. Not as much of a death trap. If you're heading east of here on a boat, you'll come to an island with a place called La Brover on it. Apparently there's a fellow there who's in possession of a flying carpet. Yeah, we've met that guy. Alright, so that turned into an armory. A new vocation requires intense physical and mental effort, must be taken seriously. Recently, there's been more and more people undertaking peaceful trades such as shepherd or jester. I suspect it's because things are too easy in this modern age. The world just isn't as dangerous enough to focus people's... I feel like that's them calling people out for being like, the game's not difficult enough. Like, okay, fine, have everyone be only this class, then see if that's difficult enough. It's blocked up to now, but apparently there used to be an entrance to some kind of an arena. As for who built it or what it was for, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, so at the present, that area doesn't even exist. Yeah, every single time, like, since Kiefer left, I'm like, Kiefer, I miss you! Where did you go?
Oh.
Alright, so 30, we get the next item. It's mainly just checking to see if there's any fragments. Alright, so I think we've explored this. Well, actually, let me see if there's any weapons and such that we can buy, or that are worth buying. Alright, nothing is worth it. So onwards. Alright, so let's start off with Pilgrim's Rest, and then we'll go check out the ruins. Do you think there's anyone left in this town where Navi used to live? Maybe we should go check. I'm curious all of a sudden. Once you leave the inn, the next stop is the Abbey. I'm wondering what vacation to try next. I love pondering all the possibilities. Alright, so the parlor is definitely a lot more established down here. All the usual, please, mate. You got it, one kid's curry coming right up. I don't know, they both look good, I just can't decide. Just pick one, I'm nearly finished. But it's impossible, how can I pick between rice or naan-bread? No man should have to face such a conundrum. My old granddad used to come here and always raved about the place. It was an epic trek for us, but I gotta say it was worth it. I consider myself a bit of a gourmand, and I can tell you I'm well and truly satisfied. Hats off to the curry favor. I've been coming here for a while now, and the curry never disappoints. I don't know what's in the secret recipe, but I got a depth of flavor and aroma that you just don't get anywhere else. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping I can crack the mystery and start serving this stuff in my own restaurant someday. Don't look at me like that, it's not like I'm stealing the recipe, it'd be a homage, a tribute if you will. Sorry, I can't talk right now. You get your curry for free if you eat 10 portions before your time runs out. I need to focus. She is gonna be, struggling later. I take it you're planning on heading to the Abbey. Well, in that case, please be careful. There's been numerous sightings of something. Mountain bandits. Bandits, schmandits, I'm not scared of a bunch of stupid thieves. Maybe I'll wait a while before heading to the Abbey. Better safe than sorry and all that. Alright, so that's the inn. Wow, that's expensive. Oh yeah, I forgot, now we can go back and get, like, pretty much every single chest now that we have the Thief's Key. Mini medal! Don't even think of touching this bed dressed in your filthy traveling garments. In fact, don't even look at it. It's for the exclusive use of our most loyal and valuable guest, the world's richest man by far as he likes to describe himself. Too bad we looked at it. He's like, you filthy heathens. There's no response, although he doesn't appear to be dead. That's just charming, isn't it? You see a fellow lying sprawled on the ground, so you make a half-hearted attempt to speak to him, and then you're off just like that? What if I was sick? What if I'd been at death's door? But no, you just walk off and leave it to my fate? Something had happened to me being responsible, you realize, but you were perfectly happy just to desert me, weren't you? Yes. Because you're probably a thief. Shame on you. It sounds like you need a refresher course in the teachings of the Almighty. And I've always found there's no better way to hammer his lessons home than with my fists. Come on, you lot. This is the first fresh meat you've had in a while. Don't let it go to waste. I knew you were sus. Particio knows better. He's like, yeah, I heard there was a thief's den. I'm not gonna trust the suspicious person lying on the ground. Oh, you butthole! Another one! Alright, one down. Maribel just continues to pick off their health. Well, we did inflict poison, so there we go. Alright, two down. And they're dead. Learns Victimizer. The boss is gonna tear strips off us if we go home empty-handed, but it looks like a bit not more than we can chew here. Closer to put up with an ear bashing. Better than a face bashing. Let's head back to base. Look lively, you horrible lots. Don't leave me on my own! Ah! You guys suck! Those bandits will rue the day they ever messed with Maribel Maid. Come on, Particio, let's hunt him down and teach him a lesson. But first we gotta grab this mini-medal. Those bandits are real baddies, and they smell bad, too. Alright. To the bandits' base.
Hey!
Alright, mate, so tell me, which way's the Abbey from
Alright.
here? Get lost. Alright, in you go, put your feet up for a while.
Hey!
So that's the secret password, is it? If we say the same thing, maybe they'll let us in there too. Okay, so we did have to defeat them before we could come here.
Oh.
Come on, which way's the Abbey? Are you sure this lot's with us? Well, there's only one way to find out, ain't there? That's why I asked the top secret question, you big div. Come on out with it. Which way's the Abbey? Get lost. Bingo. Alright, in you go then. Do, dumbass. You look familiar. Can't for the life of me remember I've seen you before, though. And I'm getting stupider by the day. I can feel it. Won't be long before I see, I'm as thick as Putrick.
Oh.
Ever since the boss got in this weird piece of stone, he hasn't been the same since. Won't stop gibbering on about the Demon King. It ain't right if you ask me. Time to ransack the place. Okay, so we need a stronger key to get in the doors. Been overdoing it lately with the robbing in general, ransacking. The guards over at the Abbey got their beady eye on us, but the boss keeps telling us to cause even more trouble. Come on and have a go if you think you're, hard enough, it seems to be his philosophy. The boss got a screw loose if you ask me. I wouldn't give the time of day to that doddery old warrior, let alone believe a word he says. You'd have thought the old codger gave him a diamond, not some dusty old bit of rock. And all we wear is Demon King this and World in Danger that. We're bandits, not politicians. No matter how many times we explain something to him, he just goes and makes exactly the same mistakes. Whoever thought Patrick Stinkenheimer, our chef, would be as a good idea needs their bleeding head examined. Apparently Putrick needs his head examined now that I think about it. I got a feeling his brains are rotting. Alright, Bandit's key, which I'm assuming opens the door. Yep, I was correct. Mini medal. You looking for the bandit chief by any chance? Well, guess what? You found him. Yeah, I might be lacking someone in stature, but I still run things around here. So I'm guessing you've come to take on the bandits and show them who's the boss, correct? Excellent. Please be my guest. The mighty Pip appears, who looks like the hero from 3. Oh, I forgot to heal before this crap. Well, I'm gonna waste a turn healing then.
Are you okay? There's nip in the air. Right. Here I come. Here comes.
Critical!
Cheers.
He's like, I'm just gonna cheat because I'm an asshole. Whoa, that does so much more damage, jeez. Well, we're down to 2 part. Well, actually, no, I do have a leave.
There we go.
Never mind, we have 3. Like, just keep him alive. Alright, he's poisoned again. Oh good, he ran out of MP.
Here comes the heat. It's here.
I just think that is so powerful when it connects. It's like you have to poison him and then immediately deal 6 times the damage on one strike. See why a lot of people had Eric in their builds on when they played 11. My gosh. Wait a second, you proved your point. I can see how powerful you are. Just hear me out, will you please? Okay, first things first. This is for you. First, take this slab. I've been waiting for a long time to meet someone worthy of that fragment. Supposed to be passed from a weaker warrior to one who can prove themselves stronger, you see. I have no idea how it all got started. Well, it's not exactly true. I do have a little theory. You know when they say the Demon King was destroyed? I don't think he was. Not completely, anyway. And now someone's trying to use these fragments to warn us that there's terrible danger up ahead. Look, I know these probably sounds like the ranting of a madman, but please at least bear it in mind. Anyway, the fragment's your responsibility now. You can either find someone stronger to pass it on to or use it for whatever it's intended for. Oh, and if the mention of the Demon King piqued your interest, you might want to pay a visit to the island on La Broverie. It's east of here. Yes, lots of puzzle pieces. The rumors are true. The descendants of the legendary warriors of the Almighty live there. And if everyone can tell you about the Demon King and the great danger facing the world, it's them. Now piss off. Alright, fine. You don't have to be an ass about it. Toodaloo. For anything else, heal and save. Sir, can we actually stay at this establishment? No. Okay, fine then. Jeez. I will go seek accommodations elsewhere. Ah, you've returned. Yay, you're not dead. Good job, children. Alright, we can go to another island. Let's go! The Al-Balad region. It's like, I know this is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, yeah, no, that was definitely worth it. Alright, there's a town. Looks like there's 3 towns. Let's start with this town. Hall 2 goes there. Surely no monster dares approach. Are you therefore visitors from afar? Alas, your purpose here is of no great import. It's out of the question for us to allow outsiders in this village at the moment. Hurry up and take your leave. Okay, fine. I guess we're not going there. Let's go fight the giant cactus out of frustration. Oh shoot, he's been funneled. Well, that works. I don't like that at all. Alright, cool. The one character I didn't want to be funneled is not funneled. Awesome.
Here you go. How's this? We can do this! Dazzle! Hey! Hatta! Here comes the...
Critical. No! This is bad.
Here comes the heat! There's a nip in the air.
like, how are you not dead yet? Seriously, how is he not dead yet? There you go, finally! I feel like that was a funny way to kill him. It's just like, oh yeah, let's have the one befuddled party member deal the killing blow there. Good job, Particio, I guess. Learn Frizzle and Sap. We got a gray fragment.
You there! Stop where you stand. Oh, I thought you were grave robbers. Clearly, I was mistaken. So, strangers, who are you? Are you travelers, perhaps? I see. Now you must listen. This place is a graveyard. A graveyard for we desert dwellers forsaken by our queen. Every evening, monsters come here to loot and despoil the graves. I have taken it upon myself to keep them at bay. And you are obstructing my work. You must leave this place and never return. There is a village southeast of here. My name is Hadid. Inform the local people of this.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, we couldn't even go to the village earlier, buddy.
Queen Fetit, how could you flee and abandon your subjects to their fate?
Hurry up, Artisha, let's find this village. We can't go on like this. Something must be done. Wait, don't be rash. You can't venture into the desert alone. Not in your current condition. Queen Fertidia, your humble servant, shall give my life to save you from the monsters. Who are you?
Yes?
So you say one by the name of Hadid told you of our village? Very well, then you had better enter. Please talk to Elder Khalid should you wish to spend the night here. Great Spirit, please, the monsters come once more. Everyone's dying. I see a curious light coming from you. Please excuse me, you must not respond to such inappropriate remarks. Now to more important matters. Our queen's dead and the young men of Al-Balad have been enslaved. They're forced to construct a likeness of a terrible monster. Yes, sorry for your loss, but I needed to ransack your house. These teenagers are a menace. How can the spirit of the land and the power of heaven stand idly by and allow for this to happen? Why didn't they come to our aid? Have they forsaken us? The skies above are so dark. The sun's not shone upon the desert for days. These surely are signs of the wrath of heaven, and we're helpless in the face of this wrath. We can't protect our queen or the great temple palace. All we can do is hide away in our burrows. Truly, I didn't expect to receive visitors at a time such as this. You say that a man you met at the temple palace told you of our village? Please excuse me, my health has deteriorated a great deal as of late. Still, I must not complain. I'm greatly privileged to remain alive. The news that there's monsters in the temple palace is terribly distressing, however. Now I must be fatigued following your journey. Please, you must spend the night at my house. The room of my son's on the second floor. It's unoccupied as of present.
Well, well.
There's some bedding on the floor. Yes, all three of you have to split it. Well, I guess 4 of you if you count the wolf that Ruff is riding on.
Well, well.
Good morning, I trust you had a restful sleep. Elder Khalid wishes to speak with you. He awaits you downstairs. Ah, you've awoken, I see. I trust you enjoyed a restful sleep. Now, I've observed the situation outside the village for yourselves. We desert dwellers have been besieged by monsters for some time. It began when we commenced the construction of a great likeness of the spirit of the land. That's what drew their attention. Upon pain of death, they demanded we build a likeness of the great evil instead. We had no choice but to obey. What's more, they demanded we relinquish one young maiden from the village into their clutches each year. Her Majesty, Queen Fertiti, went to the monsters and offered herself instead. Alas, we haven't heard from them since. Not long after her departure, the skies grew dark and the sun ceased to shine upon the lands. Queen Fertiti's temple palace lies abandoned and blighted, and within monsters frolic with abandon. What's more, there's no one remaining in Al-Balad who's capable of driving the monsters away. It's a terrible situation, dear travelers. You would do well to leave this desert and never return. Children such as yourselves can't help but defy the monsters that torment us. Be sure to avoid the Temple Palace if you value your lives. Why are these stupid monsters always causing trouble wherever they go? It makes me really hungry. Angry. Don't people realize that telling us to stay away from certain places only makes us want to go there even more? On that note, let's head back to the Temple Palace. We got monsters to get rid of. Maribel's like, I will defeat the evil ones out of spite. Just a feeling in my bones, or do I detect the stench of human blood? Hey, you're wrong. You're detecting human blood and wolf blood. You were half right. Yay for being nosy.
I didn't think there were any of you.
Also, horse blood or...
What a
I'm assuming that's a horse. It kind of looks like... It also could be a donkey. It probably is a horse.
Nothing better than having a real live human to toy with from time to time.
You are mine now.
Hadid's like, you dumbass children. Why are you here?
My brethren are unforgivable. I will not rest until you have been torn asunder. You! Why have you come back here? I told you never to return to the Temple Palace.
Well, it's clearly my lucky day. Just look at all these toys I've got to play with now. Come here, you lot. I've got a bone to pick with you.
As do I with you, repulsive creature.
Meanwhile, Sans and Papyrus has come in here. They're like, no, get away, you stupid excuse for a skeleton, you asshole.
Or you will be sorry.
Alright, boss time. The Skeleton Squire. Oh, shoot. Two can play at this game.
We can do this!
Welcome on into Chaos. Oh shoot! Thank goodness for Born Again. Holy moly. No more of your spells, you asshole.
Watch this.
And now you've been weakened. Haha. No! It's gonna be like we're fighting this darn skeleton again. Strategy. Yeah, let's go with that.
Here comes the heat!
Go, small child! I know you're technically 16, but go, small child! No blocking for you. Haha! I'm the winner!
But wait! You don't want to lay these old bones to rest just yet. Trust me.
Do not demean yourself by begging for mercy, worm. Do you truly think it will have any effect?
Just listen for a minute. You recognize this necklace, don't you? That's right. It belonged to your queen. And I didn't have to bash her over the skull.
Shoot!
Either. She gave it to me of her own free will. Now, as I understand it, you desert dwellers have to do what the owner of the necklace tells you. So...
Have you quite finished?
Hey! Wait! Isn't there an ounce of mercy in that skeleton of yours? No!
Finish him! This isn't pacifist Undertale.
This necklace is an heirloom of our royal family. It is unthinkable that Queen Fertiti would willingly relinquish it to a filthy monster. You appear to be hurt. Allow me to administer to your wounds. Now,
Thanks, pal.
did you not hear me the first time I told you never to return to the Temple Palace? You must have sand between your ears. Outsiders such as you
No,
have
Maribel's
business
just
meddling
stubborn.
in desert affairs. Still, I am grateful for your support in this battle. Come, let us return to the village. We will speak further there.
This makes things most difficult. A violent sandstorm is raging outside. You have no choice but to wait for it to pass. Now where would be the best place to see out the storm?
Ah, yes.
Come, we must venture below ground.
I assume you have nothing with which to occupy yourselves while we wait for the sandstorm to pass. Then please, you must assist me with the digging of fresh graves. You wish to involve yourselves in our affairs, did you not? What better way than to sift through our very bones?
Easy does it. You don't want those bones crunched into dust.
It's like, Kiefer, what the heck, man? You bailed right before we had to do the dirty work.
Why am I the one digging these stupid graves, huh? My clothes are absolutely ruined.
You do not enjoy digging? Then perhaps you would prefer to carry the corpses instead.
Fine.
Yeah, I'd rather dig in the
I'll
sand.
get back on my knees in the dirt, shall I?
So many skeletons.
You know, it occurs to me that I have not yet asked your names.
Now it occurs to you. Typical. Still, better late than never, I suppose. My name's Maribel. I'm Ruff. Nice to meet you.
Particio introduces himself and tells Hadid a little about himself and his friends.
You say the journey that led you here was a long and arduous one, and that you have visited many other parts of the world, all of which are suffering at the hands of monsters. Just as is happening here in my beloved desert. Interesting. But you must understand, our suffering has not been caused by monsters alone. Our queen must also bear responsibility. Indeed. You heard what the beast said about the necklace. Queen Fertiti must have given it to him in an attempt to barter for her life. Do you not see what this means? She has abandoned her subjects in order to save herself. But I am too tired to speak of this now. We will talk more tomorrow. Please, rest your weary bodies. I will keep watch and ensure that you come to no harm.
Having carefully laid all the bones to rest, the party settled down to get some sleep. Then the next day...
Oh.
You've awoken, I see. Then I shall tell you the story of the Temple Palace. Not so long ago, this was a magnificent edifice, towering tall and proud above the sands. Those same sands have always been home to monsters, but only in small numbers. Nevertheless, it was decided by the Queen that a great likeness of the spirit of the land must be built in order to intimidate those few monsters into leaving her domain. The men of El Balad toiled hard to produce this great edifice, but far from driving the fiends away, it drew the attention of their lord and master. The desert was flooded with monsters, and many of our people were lost in the fight to keep the great likeness from coming to harm in the onslaught that followed. And this was all for naught. There was not even a need to build it. We were more capable of defending ourselves without this great extravagance. Now the Temple Palace lies in ruins, and countless of our brethren are dead, all thanks to the foolish whim of a ruler who would not listen to sense. Yet despite this travesty, I'm the only person in the village who's willing to speak out. Such injustice. In any case, the storm appears to have died down. I'll return to Al Balad. Meet me there. Particio, I just remembered something. I didn't have dinner last night. No wonder I'm starving. Poor Ruff. That's rough, buddy.
Right.
Come, I've waited for you long enough. Let's enter the village without further delay.
Oh.
Nice, yeah, I was gonna say, I know this is always like my kickback after an entire shift at work. Yeah, I'm doing, yeah, I say just pretty straightforward day on my end, and then just kicking back, and then kind of as the note says, thunderstorms may or may not be imminent, so that's why I'm like, I may have to cut the stream off at any moment. Hopefully not, but I'm just warning people to be like, it's not a glitch. Oh, nice, yeah, I don't have to play one at some point myself. I know I didn't exactly grow up with Sega, like, I'm only recently playing some of those games on, like, Nintendo's collection. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. So far, it's not bad. I think in the next hour is when the likelihood is supposed to hit its peak. So we'll see what happens. Like, honestly, it was supposed to start right around now, but so far, so good. He lived! How many memes are in this game? Because this definitely came out after Mulan. I live! Master Hadid lives! Everyone come quickly, Master Hadid is alive! I'm just more likely to laugh at this game because, like, seriously, there's been 3 encounters of a character either peeing on something or wetting the bed. I officially, like, now that it's been at least 3 times, I have what I'm referring to as a piss counter going. It's like, how many more times is it gonna be after 3?
Ah,
Like I've told people, it's such a tonal whiplash from Octopath Traveler 0, which is like as dark as kind of like Game of Thrones is, like really dark. Just immediately go from that to piss humor. It's such a total whiplash. Elder Khalid, father, are you home? It's I, Hadid. I wish to speak with you. My dear boy, you were gone a long time. Yet the village has stood firm in your absence. We've suffered no casualties since you left. However, our situation remains dire. The skies above are dark. Queen Fertiti's whereabouts are unknown. We're consumed with anxiety. Indeed, you're our last and only hope. Please tell me you brought good news. Did you reach the banks of the Nile? Did you locate the serpent? With its assistance, perhaps we can rid ourselves of the monstrous scourge at last. I have yet to seek out the serpent. What? Father, I assume you're aware of what the monsters have done to the temple palace. It's been utterly despoiled. The fiends have to be punished. Fortunately, with the assistance of the travelers, I was able to do just that. We also dug fresh graves for those that perished. They're now at peace. I see. Well, thanks for your support. Wait, there's more to tell. I found this in the possession of what appeared to be the leader of the monsters infesting the temple palace. What? But this is... It's the sacred heirloom of our royal family, passed down through the generations to our current queen. She must have given it to the monsters in a pathetic attempt to spare her life. All the troubles that have befallen us are due to her foolishness and ill judgment. This is further proof of that. If only she had listened to me and abandoned the folly of constructing the great likeness, the monsters never would have focused their ire on our kingdom, our home. This necklace has been in the royal family for generations. It's the mark of the Queen of the Desert. How could Fertiti bring herself to place it in a monster's clutches? One who's capable of such an act is not worthy of being called Queen. She's responsible for all our woes. Enough, Hadid. Mother, you do not look well. Does some ailment afflict you? Yes, my boy, the ailment of age. Even walking becomes troublesome as one grows older. Look at me, Hadid. I'm terribly weak. Should monsters attack the village, I would have no hope of escape. It's in order to aid helpless people such as I that Queen Fertiti ordered the construction of the Great Likeness, so that even the weakest of her subjects might survive and thrive here in the sands of home. How dare you speak ill of such a person? How dare you? My lady, please. Indeed, living in this world calls for strength of character, and strength of character can only come from a kind heart. You must never forget that. Never. The Great Likeness was constructed to protect the weak? Still, this does not explain why Queen Fertiti would barter for her life so pathetically. No, I can't place my trust in her. You understand, do you not? After everything you've seen, you understand my position. Something's hidden here. Secreted away beneath the gemstone. Can't get it free. No, it's stuck fast. Perhaps one more try? There, I have it. What is this? A folded piece of parchment? In the name of the sands, this is... What is it, Father? Father, please, you must speak. Tell me what's written on the parchment. By all that's sacred, please, heavenly powers, bestowed your manifold protections on Her Majesty, Queen Fertiti. Father? If you wish to know its contents, you must read it for yourself. My beloved subjects, how dare she? Hadid reads Queen Fertiti's letter aloud. I pray you're all safe and well. Rest assured I've come to no harm. I do, however, have sad news to impart. The construction of the likeness of the great evil has been completed. Its completion is the reason why the skies have darkened. My mother Nile runs high and angry. The monsters increase in numbers with each passing day. No doubt you're already finding it impossible to fish or hunt. Hunger must be a daily reality for you, as it is for us. The enslaved men of Al-Balad are alive and well, but I know not what will become of them now that they've served their purpose. And I do not intend to wait to find out. I must uncover the secret of the likeness's dark power before those who trust in me can come to any further harm. If I can calm the waters in the Nile, the men will be free to make their escape. I've already bribed he who guards them for the price, though the price was great. but although relinquishing such a sacred heirloom weighed heavily on my heart, it allowed me to secrete within this letter to you. He to whom it was given often haunts the temple palace. I can only hope that one of you, my faithful subject, will find him and, in punishing him, also find my message. Your eternal servant, Queen Fertiti. Father, I must leave at once. I must find the serpent of the Nile and ride the river waters to Her Majesty's aid. Yes, you must go. May the spirit of the land protect you. Thank you, Father. Seems the whole village has been eavesdropping on our discussion. How dare you! Move out of the way! That boy, he never rests. Now, I've forgotten that you assisted him in defeating the monsters who had been despoiling the temple palace. Those of our brethren who perish will be able to rest in peace thanks to your efforts. We're in your debt. As a representative of the people of Al-Balad, allow me to present you with a small token of our gratitude. The Seal of the Sands. This symbol means a great deal to we desert dwellers. Simply show it to any of our number and they'll be sure to assist you in any way that they're able. Allow me to offer the thanks of all our brothers and sisters in this world and the next. May the winds of the heavens blow ever in your favor. Wow, Maribel, jeez. You're such a butterfingers. Well, screw you, young lady. Let's go and have a look at the river, Particio. Maybe we'll find the serpent. Finally, someone who's not being an asshole. Where's Hadid? He did say he was coming here, didn't he? Hope he hasn't fallen in. I mean, he's right there, Maribel. This is the river where the serpent lives, right? Come on, Particio, let's see if we can find it. This is truly dire. There doesn't appear to be a single fish to be found in the waters of the Nile, let alone anything bigger. Much as I'd hope that the serpent lurks in these depths, it's surely nothing more than a fantasy. I have no glad tidings to impart. These waters contain no signs of life. No fish and certainly no serpent. Perhaps the mighty creature is no more. Or perhaps it decided to leave these corrupted waters and move to pastures new. You're people of the world. Perhaps you'll come across some evidence of the serpent in another land. Even if it's no longer alive, its elegant golden horns are sure to have caught someone's eye. And don't worry, I will not give up hope here. I'll continue my search while you begin yours. Farewell for now. Alright, we're heading back to the dig site.
Oh!
Try as I might, I can't seem to shed any light on the provenance of this skull. Although I'm not sure why that surprises me. I've never known quite for certain what any of the pots and vases dug up over the years were for certain. I probably made some horrendous blunders with regards to some of them, but how would I even know if I had? If only I could have been alive at the time when the owners of these magnificent horns roamed the land. Everything would make sense then. Every pot, vase, strange, stupendous skull. I'd give anything to visit those times. Anything at all.
What is it?
Oh, you're here to look at the skull? Well, go ahead, but don't even think about touching it.
Oh!
You want to know more about the skull? Well, I suppose I can't blame you. Just look at the size of it. It's enough to set anyone's mind racing. Can you even imagine how big its body must have been? Why, 4 grown men could probably have ridden on its back. Found the remains of ancient fish and algae nearby, you know. My guess is it must have been some kind of aquatic creature. And I'm no marine biologist, but we're talking river fish and algae here. I'd say this was a freshwater beast, not a sea monster. But let's not get bogged down in specifics. Just look at the thing. It's glorious. Who knows how long those golden horns have been gleaming away? How many years? How many eons? Surely such a mighty beast must have been worshipped as a god. It's a theory that it was probably the chief duty of the peoples of its native land. You agree, of course, don't you? Good, then I suppose talking to you wasn't a complete waste of time.
Huh?
You're telling me all this why exactly? Don't tell me you want my precious skull for some harebrained scheme, because you're not gonna get it. Sorry you think you might need to take it back to the past to solve a little problem? Well, throwing time travel into the mix certainly isn't gonna make your story more believable. Do you have any evidence to support these claims? No, I didn't think so. Come on, you're simply trying to trick me into giving your prize so that you could sell it for profit. You're gonna need to do a lot better than that to catch me out. Now get out of my sight.
What is it?
Don't tell me you brought some evidence to support your ludicrous claims. The Seal of the Sands.
Huh?
What's that? What? My word, that pattern, it's like the one on the fragment I found. Could this mean? This isn't a circular shape, nor is it any kind of dish. Must be it, but if that's the case, this is groundbreaking. Epical. This could disprove all my theories. Or perhaps not. Oh, I apologize, I must confess, I forgot you were there. Now tell me, where'd you find this artifact? Well, there's no doubt this is an ancient pattern. The tooling, however, seems to have been carried out very recently. Could you have really traveled through time? Seems impossible, but it's the only explanation I could think of. No, I simply can't bring myself to believe it. I doubt I would ever believe it unless I was there to witness such a phenomenon with my own eyes.
Oh!
Of course, if you really can travel to the past, then why not prove it by taking me there? I'd happily let you have the skull for as long as you want in exchange for a glimpse of the ancient world. Wonderful, now if you give me a moment. Yeah. You're like, I wasn't being literal, but the game was. Here you go, it's all yours. I always love when like either myself or others just unintentionally joke about something and then it immediately actually happens. Doesn't happen that often, but whenever it does, it's glorious. The wonders of the ancient world await! And, like, it's stuff like that where it's not even the predictable outcome, it's just, you're like, just some offhanded comment, like, imagine if I said, like, and then it rained or something, and, like, it's not, like, you wouldn't think it'd be scripted at all in the plot or something, and then just out of nowhere it starts raining, and it's like, whoa! Or I guess a funnier example would be like, this character is gonna go throw up, and then they throw up. With Dr. Digby in tow, the party heads for the Shrine of Mysteries. When they arrive, Dr. Digby's incredibly excited and starts exploring every nook and cranny like a giddy child. In fact, he's so transfixed by the shrine it takes a long time to persuade him to leave. Eventually, however, the party make their way back to the past and into the darkness of the desert. I mean, fair enough, because, like, they literally changed this guy's life. They're like, whoa, ruins I've never explored before? I'm gonna need a day for this. Alright, now on to your little plot with the serpents. Oh my! This must be the desert you were talking about, but how to get here? Just a moment ago we were somewhere else, but just look at this soil structure. Deposits like this can only have been made in an era before our own, which must mean... we really are here. We're in the ancient world, by all that's holy. Now where are the ruins you told me about? You must take me there right away. My word, the original structure remains almost entirely intact. And these patterns, this period, it must have been... ooh, what's this? Could it be? Oh my word! This is wonderful, beyond wonderful. To see with my own eyes, it's... goodness, I'm rather overwhelmed. Did this skull really belong to the serpent, I wonder? I bet the Elder will be able to tell us if it was the real thing or not. This inscription, it suggests, yes, a festival. Which means, are you still here? I'm busy, you know, this is no time for chit-chat. If it's about the skull, you can keep it. You don't need to bring it back. It pales into insignificant when compared to all this. We might have found the skull, but we hardly are going to be able to ride on the river on it. Well, for now, let's go show it to the Elder. Maybe he knows some way to bring the serpent back to life. Alright, have fun and don't die! I fear this is the end for my husband. He's not been able to open his eyes since his collapse. This is the time. Please, you must pay your final respects. This is what he would want. If only Hadid were here to do so also. Elder Khalid's lying on the bed. He looks exhausted and is fast asleep. By the sands!
Huh?
Hadid? Hadid, my boy, welcome home. But I fear your father... Well, don't just stand there. I had a strange sense that something was wrong. This is why I returned. Do you think it could have been... He could have been... Never mind. I thank you for coming to pay your respects. But do not expect a response. He breathes still, but his eyes no longer open. Khalid! Hadid, dear Hadid, I'm not much longer for this world. That much I fear is obvious. I'm glad you've returned, and our guest from afar also. I thank you for coming.
Curses!
Father, please, you can't leave us yet. The time's not right. I have yet to discover the location of the serpent. Queen Fertiti is still far from being saved. If you're not here to ensure the safety of the village, I'll be unable to continue my search. So you have yet to locate the serpent. I see. Wait, that's sparkling. Could it be? Please, the object you carry, show it to me quickly. Surely not. Hadid, do you remember the tales of the serpent? The ones you enjoyed as a boy? How was the creature always described? The two great golden horns atop its head, yes? Can there be any other creature so endowed? Look at this skull, look at its horns. This can only mean one thing. The serpent has long since perished. Thank you. At least I know that for certain now. It's little wonder you couldn't find the beast, Hadid. It no longer lives. Hadid, you must end your fruitless search and take your rightful place as Elder of Al-Badad. Or Balad. But Father, you must forget about the serpent. You must surely see that it's a lost cause. And while I understand your desperation to rescue the Queen, I fear that nothing can be done. You must focus instead on ensuring that we desert dwellers do not die out altogether. You must become Elder of Al-Balad, for the village requires your protection. You must take my place. You must. I can't. I refuse. You're not dying, Father. You can't. You can't abandon your village, your people at such a time like this. You're our elder. You're Elder Khalid. Your work's not complete. No, it is not complete, which is why you must complete it. My son and heir. My wandering friends, I fear I must ask you another favor. We desert dwellers traditionally send our elders into the next life by entrusting their remains to the loving embrace of Mother Nile. When my body is committed to the waters, I would ask that you also return the skull to the river which gave it life. All comes life from the Nile, and it is to the Nile that it must return.
Oh.
My apologies, I must ask that you leave. My father is dead. I must inform the people of the village.
No.
Thank you all for assembling here. It's my sad duty to inform you, our beloved village elder, my father Khalid, is no more. Tomorrow his body will be returned to the waters of the Nile as tradition dictates. In the meantime, we shall return to our homes and make the necessary preparations. All I have to say for now. I'll speak more in the morning. Particio and his friends spent a sleepless night at the elder's residence. Soft sobbing can be heard through the night, carried on in the desert breeze. Then morning comes. It's like, how dare you give me the happy flute music? This is not a happy time. Now, there's the coffins. It would appear that everyone's gathered. Very well. Let's set out for the banks of the Nile.
It is time. Let the ceremony begin.
Mighty Mother Nile, we have come here today to humbly request that you welcome Elder Khalid back into your life-giving embrace. Truly, he was a man who followed the path of virtue. We ask that you take his body into your depths and carry him into the next life. Let him ride your gentle currents to the lands of paradise, and then back into this, the realm of the living, when the time comes for his rebirth.
Beloved elder, dear father, I hereby vow to grant your dying wish, to carry out your final request. Elder Khalid has returned to Mother Nile. I hereby humbly take his place. From this day forth, I will do my best to serve you all as Elder of Al-Balad. I solemnly swear to honor him and to preserve his memory. I ask you all for your assistance in achieving this aim.
A new elder is born to us! Elder Hadid!
You have our undying support.
I trust that you remember the request my father made of you, wanderers. The great serpent has perished. Though you possess its skull, its soul has long since departed. We must both let go. For my part, I have resolved to build a great raft, with the aid of which we may traverse the Nile without the mighty creature. For your part, you must relinquish the serpent's skull as my father requested. Return it to the waters that gave it life.
Particio gently floats the serpent skull on the surface of the Nile.
Now, both the serpent and my father are at peace. Come, we return to the village.
Something is happening. By the sands, behold, the Nile, it is...
It's alive! Yeah, I was gonna say, if we've learned anything from that and then all the jokes made about Ganondorf and Tears of the
It is a
Kingdom.
miracle. I can hardly believe what I am seeing. The serpent lives.
The serpent! It seems impossible. But no, this cannot be a dream. By all the powers of the heavens, praise be to the unseen force that watches over the world. And of course, to you, young friend. And to you, his companions. This miracle is thanks to you all. Now, at last, we have a chance. We must seize this opportunity. Fellow desert dwellers, I apologize. But I cannot become your elder. Not yet. The serpent has risen. I must ride upon its back and go to the aid of our queen. When I return triumphant, then shall I honor my father's wishes and fulfill my destiny.
Yes, Hadid. Go do what you must. We believe in you.
I shall. Now, serpent, do you understand the words of men? Please, permit me to ride upon your back. We must
and also
journey
these three
upstream
children and this
rescue
wolf.
Queen Fertiti.
He's like, I get to ride on its head. He's like, fair enough, my young friend. Welcome to a riding on a serpent.
Now,
This would appear to be our destination. Alas, we don't have much time. Come, we must hurry and be prepared for anything. There Hadid goes again, running off on his own. Honestly, does that man know the meaning of teamwork? Well, I guess we got no choice. Come on, Partitia, we better try to catch up to him before he gets himself killed. The serpent's skin felt really weird. Thought he'd be a lot more slippery. You weren't even the one that was holding on to him. It was the wolf that you're riding on. No, we've been accosted by enemies. Rats. Snake! The likeness of the great evil.
Right.
What's happened to you? Are you injured? Thank the heavens you're a desert dweller, are you not? I am. Tell me what happened. We must pray to him. If we don't, Queen Fertiti will be... Oh, I alone cannot. Calm yourself. You must explain everything that's happened. Start from the beginning. I'm utterly devoted to the spirit of the land, as is Queen Fertiti. Last, we were captured by the monsters and we were forced to offer prayers and dedications to the great evil instead. Each such prayer that we spirit maidens offer caused the monster's power to grow. The fiends have become more powerful with each passing day. But we have little choice. We were told that if we did not pray, we would be killed. Despite this, Queen Fertiti refused, and as punishment she was taken from us and imprisoned somewhere. Somewhere within the likeness. I must hurry. And you are? Ah, I see you carry the seal. And it seems my people owe you a great debt. Did you try to fly the coop, did you? Well, you couldn't have made a more half-cocked attempt at it. You're lucky we're incredibly nice. Go on, flap back to your little friends and get praying to the Demon King. And who might you be? Whoever you are, you're dead ducks now. So get in a row. We're just looking for some fresh sacrifices. Scream! Definitely really fun so far. It's definitely like an interesting concept. Like I've only played, let's see, the original trilogy, this, and 11, so I guess half of the games at this point. Jeez, like it's definitely got an interesting concept with like, oh yeah, you're just essentially island hopping. I definitely noticed there was a pattern in the early 2000s games between like this and Wind Waker and Mario Sunshine, where it's like, oh yeah, just water-themed adventures like that. There's definitely a pattern. Boom! Yeah, it's also just been a nice palate cleanser game after coming off of Octopath Traveler 0, because, as I stated earlier, that game is really dark. It's a really good game, but my gosh, it's a lot more mature. Honestly, the fact that that game is pixelated is the only reason that game is not ever mature. What? How? Who are you? Thank you. You're injured? Perhaps I can be of assistance. Please do not concern yourself any further. I'm but a humble spirit maiden with a trifling gift for healing. You must dedicate your energies to saving the Queen. Having seen you fight, I know you have the strength required, and you must release my fellow maidens also. They helped me to escape as I was the youngest among them, but I can't feel joy or relief when my sisters are still held captive and forced to pray to the darkest of all beings. Where's Kiefer? I miss you, Kiefer! I know where Kiefer is, but... I miss Kiefer, okay? Or yeah, I guess you played the game. So yeah, essentially he, on a previous island, there was like the Guardians that were trying to bring the Almighty back. He stayed behind with them because otherwise the last of their line was gonna perish without a Guardian. So he's like, I'm just gonna stay here because I'd rather do that than go back to the castle and like have to stay at the castle. So he's basically back in the past on another island. So he's permanently gone, and then we went back to that island in the present. It confirms that he had long since died because it had been centuries. Like, there's a gravestone to him and the woman who ended up marrying him in the past. Yeah, he lived his best life, and he's obviously been dead for centuries by this point. It's kind of like Skyward Sword to a certain point. I'm just gonna check something really quick. Yeah, one of the storms in question that we may or may not be getting is tornadoes, so like the sky started to look slightly weird. I was just confirming it was a normal color and not, you know, green. It is fine.
Hey!
Alright, into the Sphinx. Cursed monsters, they swore to us the queen to be freed if we worked for them. Another fake pot. Yes. Wow, Maripel got a critical, heck yeah. Yeah, at this point, my gosh. Oh yeah, it was more so at the beginning of the game, but one of my favorite things in this game, especially at ultra fast speed, is just not even using any spells, just whacking. Well, originally it was sticks because that's all the party had. Now it's like swords, but it's like essentially we're just whacking shit with sticks. It's the funniest thing. That was like the first session was like, I'm just gonna level grind because level grinding is actually fun because I just get to witness all the characters whack things with sticks. Yeah, pretty much. Didn't help that the first, like, strong monster was a mole enemy with a hammer. Alright, rough learned ice.
Oh.
They enslave mere children such as yourselves? Does their villainy know no bounds? Not the likeness of the great evil's been completed, they have no need for us. If you're able, you do well to attempt to flee this place. A black fate awaits those who remain. Oh. Yeah, because I found out from somebody else that this is apparently not the first time they've remade this game. This is actually well, I don't know if it's actually the second time, but it's at least the second time. The first step on the path of virtue requires strength of character. Strength of character only comes from kindness. A third time, wow. Suppose the game's over 2 decades old, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The path of virtue leads next to a long life filled with wisdom, but no matter how long a man's life, it can't go on forever. Which is why the path of virtue leads in the end to heaven and the paradise which awaits the pious man. And for those who have followed the path correctly, it continues beyond heaven or into rebirth, where it begins anew. That's just a Pokemon. I mean, I know it's also a Viper, but it's like, I know there's a Viper Pokemon. I played too much Bacopia. Wow, really? I suppose the 8 was a PS2 game. I know I'm gonna try to play 8 at some point. What in the world was that noise? Thought the whole building was about to come down. Come on, let's go see what happened. Sounds like we need to go around the statues following the way of virtue. I'll let you figure out what that means. What a lark! The spirit of the land has some serious power. You're not wrong there. It must be all those prayers the people around here are always offering up to him. He must be cock-a-hoop with all the adoration day in and day out. And it's feathering the nest for the Demon King, too, now that we've given the statue a facelift. It's growing brighter every day. And you know what that means? More power for the Setish, the Punisher, and for us. We'll be ruling the roost before long. All hail the spirit of the land! All hail the Demon King! All hail the soon-to-be the most powerful flock in the world! Long may the spirit of the land's stupid worshippers continue to make the Demon King stronger, cockeyed fools! It's like, I don't think they're fools, it's like, you guys are like literally holding a gun to their, or I guess, metaphorically speaking, holding a gun to their heads. It's like, I don't think they have a choice in this matter. Learns Crag.
Hey!
So, all in the Temple Palace perished. But then what was the point in... Why did I...
Whether you believe it or not, it is the truth. None of the inhabitants of the Temple Palace remain. If you allowed yourself to be imprisoned here in the hopes of keeping your subjects alive, well, I'm afraid that did not happen.
I am so terribly tired. I had thought that I could buy them some time. That my people might rise up and drive the monsters from the desert, but... the fiends had no intention of honoring their bargain. All the time I wasted flattering them, attempting to curry their favor. All was for nothing. I have failed in my duty to my subjects. I have failed in my duty to the spirit of the land. My life is forfeit. I see the contempt in which you hold me, and I understand it. If it pleases you, take up the nearest blade and...
You said the jewels the monsters used to plunge the desert into darkness are somewhere above us, yes?
Wait! You mean to leave? You cannot go anywhere with injuries such as yours.
Your subjects have not all perished. There are those here and in Al-Balad who still believe in you. I will tell no one of what was spoken of here. Of your desire to throw away your life. People should not hear such things of their queen.
And who might you be? Are you an acquaintance of Adid's? I'm sorry you had to witness such a shameful display. Well, I'm sure you know I'm Fertiti, Queen of the Desert. And my temporary embarrassment is immaterial. Far more important is Adid's life. If you're his friend, you must go after him. He goes to face Satesh the Punisher, the merciless brute who has inflicted such suffering on us. He goes alone. I told him of 2 rubies embedded by Satesh in the face of the great likeness that plunged our realm into darkness. And I told him that removing them might save the desert from a black fate. Despite my protestations at his injuries, on hearing this, he chose the only path open to a man of virtue. He chose to act. But any who touch the rubies will surely face Satesh's wrath, and alone he doesn't stand a chance. You must go to his aid. You must hurry, and take this with you. It was dropped by one of the monsters. I don't know what door it opens, but I suspect it might be of use. Now go, and may the spirit of the land bestow his protection onto you. Also, you're going to have to go fight that skeleton. I'm sorry I don't make the rules. And a fake jar. Critical! Quadruple kill!
Easy.
Everything will go back to normal once we pull the Demon King's eyes out. Come on, Particio, let's go. Yeah, what the heck, Ruff? True royalty never chooses the path least painful to itself. Alright then. Haha! You suck! Oh shit. Oh gosh. Cause I'm just like, yeah, that was, I walked right into that one.
How'd you like this? How'd you like that?
277 damage. Oh shoot! Well, at least we get a turn. And also, thank goodness I saved.
Watch this. How'd you like this?
Haha! Alright, we did it, yay! Learn Sizzle and Cussap. Right, time for today's prayers. Flit up the stairs and tell the Demon King you think he's the cock of the wall or whatever it is you do. Oh, your little friend who tried to run away will be joining you before long. She wouldn't dare say boo to a goose now. Might we at least wait until our sister's return? We'll not be able to concentrate on our prayers until we know she's safe. Please, if you give us a little more time. You're joking, or you Satesh will turn me into a hat if he thought I was being nice to you. Get a move on. Very well, but I must ask one last question. Queen Fertiti, is she safe? You must tell us we'll not be able to focus on prayers at all until we know she's alive and well. You lot seem suspiciously desperate to put off your prayers today. What's exactly going on? How dare you break a pot in my presence, you filthy heathens! That would have been the biggest insult if that was actually a Canabox. I mean, this franchise has done it before.
Easy peasy.
And who are you exactly? We won't have sticking your beaks in. Now perish!
Here comes the heat. Record. That was easy.
Where did you nuisances hatch from? I thought we dealt with all the humans who could put up a fight. I hope Adid's alright, as long as he's not injured or anything. Thank you, we desert dwellers owe you a great deal. I pray it'll not be long before this accursed idol is destroyed forever.
Hey,
What's got into Hadid running off like that? Come on, Pertitia, let's catch up with him and smash this stupid likeness to smithereens. Another faker!
how'd you like that? Here I come. Hatta, Rizzo.
critical!
Such a shame that I should come along. Just
Well,
as
that
you were
escalated
about
quickly.
To remove those rubies and save the desert. What a pitiful sight. What's the matter?
Castile already!
Better than to attack one such as I in your weakened state, worm. Oh, not that you would have stood a chance even at full strength. My power is great and growing greater by the day. And it's all thanks to the prayers your precious spirit maidens offer up on our behalf. You've got some friends. Then I suppose that means I have some more killing to do.
Alright, you're on. Let's have some fun! Satesh the Punisher. Two can play at this game. My gosh, he almost insta-killed her, jeez. $234 damage.
Let's go!
One damage. I'll take it.
Here comes the heat! Thank you! What
Critical!
Phew. Let's go! Oh, cheers!
And dead.
Knew I had it in me.
No! How could you defeat me? Damn you! No!
You did it. Now, please. You must hurry. Remove the rubies. Please.
Hadid! You are alive! Thank the heavens.
Your Majesty, please, do not concern yourself with me. The rubies, they must be removed.
So these are the heroes who defeated mighty Setesh. Extraordinary. But never mind that. There is no time to waste. The moment we have awaited for so long is finally at hand. The rubies that form the great evil's eyes may be removed, and the curse afflicting the desert lifted. Will you do me the honor of assisting in the removal of these blighted gems and the liberation of my people? Very well. I shall remove the ruby on the right. Please, you must remove the one on the left. You understand what you must do, yes? First, I will remove this ruby. Then you must remove the one on your side. The ruby is free. Now, remove the other, and bring light back to the desert.
A blood ruby, oh gosh.
The sudden emission of evil energies is causing the likeness to crumble. Come, we must hurry. We must escape. Mighty spirit of the land, please, do not forsake those who have faithfully followed the path of virtue.
Oh gosh! Alright, they're cool. We say the wolf is conscious at least, but all the rest of us are conked out. Praise be to the spirit of the land, and also these healing herbs. I had worried that after so long in the water you might not regain consciousness, but all it seems is, well, it seems. Now if you'll excuse me. Hadid's lying on the ground. He's not moving at all. Spirit of the land, I ask that you hear my prayer, that you perform this small miracle for your humble and virtuous servant. Water slide, yippee! Please restore the breath to his body. Oh, he was actually dead? Oh my gosh!
Now.
Oh no! Heavens praise be, Hadid!
No.
It was you who revived me? Why would you do such a thing? I don't understand. All who dwell in the desert are my subjects. It's my duty to take care of them. As your queen, I have no right to deny you my aid. Nor would I wish to. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what the heck? Why, like, maybe once they get, maybe when it's death of old age, they're like, yeah, I'd rather not come back to life. I don't know, it depends on if, like, how it restores them. It's like, let's say a person had cancer, and it brings you back to life. Like, let's say the cancer didn't go away. I'm like, yeah, I'd probably want to stay permadead too at that point. If it killed me the first time.
I say.
But I mean, if it heals the cancer, then it's like, well, yeah, you might as well just come back at that point. Now, am I certain there's much for us to discuss, and perhaps we should do this back at the village? You must be tired, your majesty. All of you must. Come, let's return to Al-Balad. Everyone returns to the village, where a feast is held to celebrate the return of the queen and the appointment of the new elder. Particio and his friends are hailed as heroes for helping Hadid to save the desert, and many a toast is drunk to their good health. Then morning comes. We did it now, time to conk out. You've awoken already. I was expecting that perhaps you would need a rest longer. The banquet was lots of fun, wasn't it, Particio? I spoke to lots of people and ate lots of nice treats. I wonder if Hadid's woken up yet. You've awoken at the perfect time. I just finished perusing the funds to see if we have enough for the rebuilding of the Temple Palace. After all, to leave it in its current monster-ravaged condition is simply out of the question. Incidentally, the serpent's not been seen since the likeness of the great evil was destroyed. It seems the noble creature has disappeared once more. I wonder if perhaps it came to us in orders of the spirit of the land and its work complete, and now it returned to whence it came. But I digress. The people of Al-Balad are most grateful to you for all that you've done. I too thank you from the bottom of my heart. As a small gesture of our appreciation, we wish to offer you the treasures of our storeroom. Feel free to collect them at your convenience. I pray they'll prove useful on your adventures. Farewell, and may the spirit of the land guide you always. Did you hear that, Particio? Hadid said we could take what we find in the storeroom. What a great guy. Which includes a fragment. We got a blue fragment. Mini medal. Alright, now once we save, back to the present.
Hey!
All right.
Ah.
To the mines for 5 seconds. Oh gosh, more fish. Ah, visitors welcome. Wait, can it be? Yes, it must be. It's just the legends describe. Your appearance, your faces. I've been waiting for you. Every desert dweller's been waiting for you. I must go and inform the queen. Please wait here a short while and I'll return immediately. Honored saviors of the sands, we've waited a long time for this day. We knew that you would come, that your wanderings across the vast reaches of time would eventually bring you here. There's not a single desert dweller who's not dreamed of your coming. Now please follow me. On behalf of Her August Majesty Queen Neferta, allow me to welcome you back to our desert realm.
Yes.
We've eagerly awaited this day, the day when the saviors of the sands would visit us once more from across the great reaches of time. You've saved the desert, you've saved our queen, you saved our people. We shall be made to feel very welcome during our time here. You shall want for nothing. Such are the stipulations laid down in the last will and testament of King Hadid. Well, those two got married, apparently. And such are the wishes of the people of the kingdom who owe you a debt greater than words can express. Saviors of the sands, welcome. Silence, please. Her Majesty wishes to impart a message of her own. Queen Neferta thanks you for making the long and arduous journey to visit us. And she thanks you also for the great service you did to our people so many moons ago. We owe you our very existence. Silence, please. Our present state of prosperity and happiness, indeed, the very fact that we're able to live a life of peace here in the desert, all are direct consequences of your actions. Queen Neferta offers thanks not only for herself and her present subjects, but for all those of the royal line and those who ever called these sands home. On behalf of all the generations that have been, and to all those still to come, once again we say thank you. You are our honored guests. We ask that you make yourselves entirely at home. Tonight there will be a feast to celebrate your return. The entire kingdom will participate. We hope you will enjoy this humble celebration of your deeds. Please treat the temple palace you would your own home. Your comfort is our utmost priority. Kiefer, and you had stuck around, you could have enjoyed this. The banquet lasts until the early hours of the morning and features all kinds of exotic and delicious food and drink. The entire kingdom seems genuinely overjoyed that Berticio and friends have come to visit. After eating and drinking their fill, the party spends the rest of the evening singing, dancing, and thoroughly enjoying themselves. Then morning comes. The sacrifices Kiefer made, he could have indulged in all this partying, but he chose not to. What a lad. Seems you've slept well. This is good. You must have been tired indeed after last night's festivities. Yeah, I was gonna say, you chose to sand down decks in the past. Now, before you embark on your journey, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Thanks to your actions, the world is slowly being restored to its former glory, having been torn asunder by the Demon King. Alas, too much time has elapsed. Connections to the world that once existed have been lost. In order to restore them, we desert dwellers must join forces with those from other kingdoms. It's the only way. We would ask you, therefore, to take this letter to the King of Esther. A letter of amity. Only by connecting the world can we hope to restore hope to the people. We must believe this, even in such a dark time. We desert dwellers owe you everything. The Queen would like you to know that we'll never forget this. If you're ever in need of assistance or support of any kind, we'll always be happy to help you. Perhaps in this way we might at least be able to repay you a small part of the great debt of gratitude we owe. That is Her Majesty's sincere hope. Please remember, you're all welcome to return to the desert anytime you wish. We'll always be more than happy to see you. finally, that's exactly the kind of welcome I've been waiting for. Now I better deliver this letter to King Donald. Yeah, boy, has this place been restored, jeez. Oh yeah, I suppose all the people that lost their lives back in the past.
Yes.
Queen Neferta is the high priestess of this shrine. We spirit maidens are dedicated to her majesty as we are the spirit of the land.
Yes.
This is the shrine storeroom. Some of the items stored here are too sacred
Yes.
to be kept in any other place.
Yes.
I've been told that not all the items in this storeroom are treasure, though the content of each chest remains a mystery, of course.
Oh.
You got a blue fragment. You better not have lost the letter the Queen gave you, Particio. If King Donald doesn't get it, you'll never be trusted as an envoy again.
Oh. Oh.
He has invested in the future. And not the letter, shit. He doomed us all. Turns too much, I feel dizzy. Greetings, I have a story from long ago. Will you hear it, saviors? My great-great-great-great-grandfather told me this. He said the great twirling machine used to be much higher up. Did you ever see something like that in the olden days? Truly you did? So it has been half buried in the sand. Why does such a thing happen to my house? Welcome to Al Balad, saviors. Have a restful stay in our village, please. Just rule number one with this game is just ransack everything. Just know that on occasion you might come across a canna box or a dud jar. I know it's not technically called a dud jar, but I'm calling it a dud jar. We got a gray fragment. I suppose you're curious about what I'm doing, yes? I see. Well, allow me to tell you. I'm fishing. Sand fishing. I don't expect to catch anything, of course. I've never caught anything, and I'm sure that won't change. But still, I'll continue to fish. Suppose you think me foolish, yes? I'm not gonna judge. You go live your best life, buddy. Okay, so that's the priest.
Oh.
This mansion belongs to our village elder. He would be delighted if you go greet him, I'm sure, dear saviors.
Well, well.
This area was once a pond, as I was told. Perhaps it was around the time you first visited the desert. The elder's children are a source of great consternation to everyone in the village. The 3 eldest boys are hopeless, while the youngest appears content to simply drift through life. As saviors, I believe you have a right to know of such matters. What have those foolish boys have gone up to now? They always are slow to help, but so very fast when it comes to avoiding work. They'll have the scolding of a lifetime when I find them. How embarrassing, huh? My mother's furious. It's the elder sons who've made her angry, but if they're not around, I'll bear the brunt of her ire. Beloved saviors, please, you have to save me from my mother. I'm sorry, Mother, huh? Oh, you're not my mother. Please don't sneak up on me like that. You see, I broke a plate. My mother's most frightening. She'll be very angry if she finds out, so I'm trying to hide the evidence. So please don't let her know where I am. You'll not betray me, won't you, saviors?
Well, well.
The elder's 3 oldest sons are triplets. I suppose, therefore, it's only natural they should compete with each other. And then there's the other brother. He's a great deal younger. He spends very little time at home with his family. There's something unapproachable about him. I must confess, working here can be something of a nightmare. The 3 boys will fly into a fierce argument if their food's not served at exactly the same time, or even if it's not arranged in exactly the same way on the plate. I shudder to think if one of them will become the next elder. Perhaps there's something you could do to send him on the correct path, saviors? The elder's sons are arguing upstairs. I don't know why they argue. After all, they have so much in common. The same ugly faces, the same empty head. Wow, dude. Those 3 boys appear to find a new reason to argue every single day. I dread to think what will become of the village when the current elder is forced to decide on a successor. This mansion belongs to our most beloved village elder. Our saviors are, of course, most welcome here.
Oh,
The elder awaits you in that room. Please proceed, dear saviors. Oh, the saviors! We desert dwellers have long awaited this day. We've waited countless centuries. Everything around you exists thanks to your actions. We owe you both our lives and our livelihoods. It's a great honor indeed to be the first elder in generations to have the opportunity to thank you in person. I imagine the village has changed quite a great deal since last you visited, but the souls of we desert dwellers remain unchanged. They remain as ever full of gratitude towards you. Thank you once again for visiting us. I pray that you will have a pleasant and restful stay. And please go slap my son silly for the love of everything.
Well, well.
This room belongs to the elders' three eldest sons. Their younger brother can't stand to be in the same room as them. That being the case, he sleeps in the old hut behind the mansion. I am but a lowly maid in the elder's mansion. I can't believe that one such as I has the opportunity to lay on our saviors. Our glorious saviors, welcome, welcome to Albalad. It's a great honor to meet you at last. How can you not appreciate the finesse of my appearance? Truly, there's no hope for you. I can tell our saviors agree. I can see it in their eyes. I'm clearly the most handsome. There can be no question. Our saviors know this to be true also. I can see it. I clearly have the finest appearance. That much is undeniable. Our saviors agree. I can deduce as much simply by looking at them. They say you're the ones who saved the desert. I imagine you must have many interesting tales to tell. Perhaps you might share some with me when you have a moment. The Oasis!
Hey! Al Shalal.
We got a gold fragment. And a really interesting looking ship. It's just a skeleton.
Hey!
I wonder if we'll get a reward for delivering this letter all the way from the desert. Come on, King Donald, it's the least you can do.
Oh,
Alright, we got the candy cap. 35 for the Glombolero.
All right. Oh.
Ah, Berticio, welcome back. How goes it out there? Any new developments I should be aware of?
Really?
What's this? A letter from the Queen of a recently restored desert kingdom? I suppose I better read it. Yes, Her Majesty makes a good point. The fact that islands are being restored means that something must have caused them to vanish in the first place. But still, I never thought it could be the work of the Demon King. His evil is clearly beyond my comprehension. Well, anyway, the Queen's intent is clear and I agree with her. The only way to ensure peace for our kingdoms is to work together. I'll henceforth send envoys to all the lands that have been restored, beginning with our new friends in the desert. Thanks for bringing this to me, Particio. I'd like to give you a little something for your trouble. I shall also sure to inform you of any new info we glean on our expeditions. In fact, you might be interested to learn that some of the nomadic tribe has been observed making camp on an island to the northwest. I can't help but wonder if it might be related to Kiefer's own tribe, the Roamers. Perhaps you'd be interested in paying them a visit should the opportunity arise. In any case, I pray you and your companions should remain safe on your travels, Particio.
Hey!
The island where the Roamers are camped should be to the northwest. Let's get going, Particio. Alright, so there's some fragments, but nothing new's opened up yet, so let's go talk to that nomadic tribe. Okay, so there's 100 in total. Then we got at least half the fragments, so yippee! This takes me back. Turns out I was right. The roamers are a nomadic tribe King Donald was talking about. Come on, Partishu, let's introduce ourselves. The day of the ritual, but the atmosphere's dull as dishwater. Aisha's lack of enthusiasm for dancing without her blessed Torben player is not helping much. But does this legendary player even exist? The question has to be asked. We roamers treat our dancers, our chosen ones, with great respect. I shall be 10th to have borne this honor. Not all are created equal, of course. Word has it that Lala, the second of the dancers, was truly special. Hopes are high that Ash will be able to follow in her footsteps.
Huh?
We roamers set out on our journey many centuries ago and have remained on the move ever since. During the Demon King's reign of terror, we remained mobile in order to escape his clutches. Now that he's no more, the purpose of our journey is to seek out the altar which is said the Almighty sealed away. How long is Rumbaro planning on keeping us camped here? We've not found the lake in which is said to contain the altar. Waiting here will not change that fact. You agree with me in this regard, yes? Of course, to be honest, I'm beginning to question whether the altar even exists. Mini medal. Well, we don't get many yayos like you visiting us. Ordinarily, go out of our way to give you a warm welcome. But we're right in the middle of one of our most important rituals of the moment. Would you, Sounds though they finished, but why is it so much earlier than... Ash, wait, the ritual's not been completed. Well, there's party member number 5. What just happened, Rumbaro? That woman nearly bowled me over, and not just because she was beautiful. Why'd she go running off like that, I wonder? Maybe we should ask Rumbaro. Your guess, yes? I apologize for the difficult scene you had to witness. We roamers are a nomadic people committed to continuing our journey until the Almighty is restored. Ash, the young woman who departed my tent in such a hurry, is our finest dancer, but she can be difficult. She insists that the Torben of Truth must be played by one particular player, and insists further that she go and search for him. Alas, it's by no means certain that such a player even exists. Anyway, you need not worry on her behalf. She's no doubt gone to the Cape to the west. She'll return to us when she's ready.
Hey!
Who's there? Oh. You. You were at the encampment. I had a feeling someone had followed me. Perhaps I should introduce myself. I am Aisha. I am a roamer. I take it you have some business with me. Then it seems Rombaro has told you what happened. I suppose perhaps I did overreact. I do understand how dearly my fellow roamers wish to perform the ritual and restore the Almighty. But the time is not yet upon us. The ritual cannot take place without someone to play the sacred Torben. Someone who will do it justice. Someone who will give it their all, as I do. Our clan cannot achieve what it desires without such a player. But Rombaro refuses to understand. Wait. I have an idea. Could you meet me in Rombaro's tent? I will explain everything there. Thank you. And see you soon.
We gotta go traipse all the way back to Rombaro's tent. Yeah, and then I pointed it out last time, that grave is basically where Kiefer's buried.
And nothing I say will dissuade you from embarking on this search, dear Aisha?
Why do you wish to dissuade me? We have not located the altar of the Almighty. We have no need for a dancer as yet. Why not seek out the one worthy of the Torben of Truth while we have time?
But Aisha, Florin's bloodline may have dwindled and died centuries ago. We have certainly not seen any signs to the contrary, despite all our searching.
That means nothing. I have faith. We have the Torben of Truth because we are meant to find the one worthy of playing it. And besides, you need not worry about me traveling alone. These Gadjos and I, we will search together.
What? But you know nothing about them.
Well, perhaps, but I feel we have an understanding. You agree, yes? You will assist me in my search for the one worthy of the Torben of Truth? You see, Rombaro? I will be well looked after.
I do not doubt that you will.
But they're children! Well, excuse me, sir.
The moment you locate the altar, I will come right home. At least give me until then. How do you expect me to ever regain my enthusiasm for the dance if you do not at least let me try to seek him out?
Very well, Aisha, if you insist. But I shall only allow it if you prove yourself worthy. Jovan, Leonor, Evalio, a word, if you will. As you know, Aisha, these three siblings act as our guardians. You are to take them on and defeat them.
Take us on? What do you mean, Rombaro? I will explain everything later. For now, please do as you are told. And do not hold back. As for you, Aisha, your task is clear. Prove to me that you have the strength to overcome our finest warriors. If such a task is beyond you, there is no question of you setting out on your journey. Kajo, you are to fight alongside Aisha, for you must also prove that you are worthy of having our beloved dancer's life in your...
As if we haven't got enough going on already. Now he's supposed to fight against these goons? Give me strength.
You can yield at any time, you know. After all, our victory is assured.
What? You really think you three idiots stand a fighting chance? You know what? I suddenly feel up for watching a scrap. Have at it.
Good. But the evening grows late. We had better wait until tomorrow. I am afraid we cannot offer much in the way of hospitality, but you should at least be able to enjoy a good night's sleep.
There's a strange noise coming from outside the tent.
You caught me. I could not sleep, you see. And since we are now both awake, there is in fact something I wish to tell you. I am truly sorry about today. I did not mean to cause you any trouble, and I appreciate that I did not give you much choice. But I was desperate. I simply must leave this encampment. We roamers have been burdened with the duty of restoring the Almighty since time immemorial. All my ancestors, all my family, they have given their lives to this cause. But I am different. I refuse to live that life, struggling under a burden that will never be lifted. That is why I want to leave. If I can but find the Torban player of legend and restore the Almighty, well, then I would be free. Free from my duty. Free to find my own path in life. To find my own purpose. Something only I can do. I am not the only one who feels this way, I'm sure. Everyone wishes to live as they desire, do they not? I said far more than I intended. But you are easy to talk to. You feel like an old friend. Thank you for listening. But perhaps we should now get some rest. Tomorrow is a big day after all. Oh, but I have not yet learned your name. Would you mind telling me? I see. That is a fine name. Well then, until tomorrow.
Particio sees Aisha off and then returns to his own tent where he soon falls asleep. Then morning comes.
Ah, there you are. Good, good. We have all been waiting for you. Now then. Is everyone ready? The showdown pitting Aisha and her Gajo friend against our guardians is about to begin. You are all here to serve as witnesses to the battle. And to its outcome. It shall take place to the west of here, on the hilltop overlooking the sea. Come, everyone. We depart without delay. We shall go on ahead. Make your final preparations and join us when you are ready.
You remember what I told you last night, yes? I meant every word. I simply must succeed. Please, do not let me down.
Last night? What's she talking about? Did something happen? Well, no one ever
Stop
want to fight me
smoking.
as smug as you do right now. So get your act together and get yourself ready. Ruff!
Sounds like you'd be fighting on the cliff to the west where we spoke to Aisha that one time.
Ah.
Ah, good, you're here. And you ready to begin?
Very well. Aisha and the Gajo, prepare to face our three guardians. The outcome of this battle shall determine our future. Give no quarter, and do not hold back.
We are the
This
guardians
feels
of the
kind of
Romans.
messed up that we're fighting
We
on
shall
top of
defend
Kiefer's
the honor
grave.
of the clan to the last. In the name of the Earth Spirit, we accept this challenge with zeal, relish, and courage. Leonor, Evalio, it is time.
All right. Let us give this our all.
Alright, boss time. He's like, hey, it's party member number 5. Alright, one down. and they're dead.
We did it.
Level 20.
Stop! I have seen enough. Aisha, you and your Gadjo friend have shown us that you are strong and capable. I will honor my promise. You may make your journey.
Thank you, Rambaro. And please.
Nonsense, my girl. I know how strongly your sense of duty burns. I know that you will not forsake us. That is why I believe in you. That is why I am going to entrust this to you.
Rambaro,
This, the most sacred of all Torbans, once resided in the very altar where the Almighty sleeps. It shall be used to restore him. If any descendants of the legendary
That's a big Torban.
still exist, should you meet a worthy-seeming player, you must
Definitely looks like it from a
prove
distance.
himself upon it.
thank you, Rambaro. I will treat it with the utmost care, and I will find the one who shall play it. I will bring him to you. This much. Thank you for fighting alongside me. We have taken an important step towards fulfilling our destiny. This stone marks my parents' last resting place. I come here to pray for them and for my ancestors. And this is the sword of the Romers. It has been passed down from guardian to guardian throughout the generations. Do you see the engraving on the blade? This is the Guardian's crest. They say this sword was once wielded by the prince of a faraway kingdom who fell in love with the clan's dancer and decided to live with the Romers, acting as their guardian. He later became our leader, or so they say. The sword is one of our greatest treasures, kept safe for all these years. But I intend to take it with me when I leave. I doubt
Yeah, I was
anyone
gonna say,
will
quite
object,
the history that Kiefer was
given the
involved in.
significance of my journey. They say this treasure chest was also left behind by that legendary guardian. Alas, I do not know how to open it. Perhaps you could help? I thought you may have learned a trick or two on your travels. It opened. But how did you... No, never mind. We must look inside. Seeds. And... is that a ring? It is very beautiful. It glows like the sun itself. You should take these. After all, you are the one who opened the chest.
We got the Sunstone ring and a bag of seeds.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you reckon Aisha might be...
I have often noticed you looking at me in a very familiar way.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much.
As though you know me. Or as though I remind you of someone you know. Is it true? Do I remind you of someone? Do I resemble a friend of yours? Is that why you agreed to help me? Oh, I see. But it does not matter. I am no one's replacement. I am myself, and I shall be
Hear,
honored
hear.
to join you. Perhaps one day you truly shall look upon me as a friend. That is my hope, at least.
Alright, Aisha joins the party, who's Kiefer's descendants. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know they've been using it at least since 11, and yeah, it's really fun.
Now, shall we rest here until morning? The moon is very beautiful tonight. Nothing soothes the spirit like a night under the stars. And perhaps you could tell me of yourselves while we gaze up at the heavens. Tell me of your adventures thus far.
Aisha and the party spend their first night together talking beneath the stars. Eventually, the gentle lapping of waves carries them off to the land of sleep. As the warm coastal breeze flushes by against his face, Porticio dreams of Pilchard Bay and Esterd Castle. Then morning comes.
Oh.
Good morning, Porticio. Hope we're ready to depart? I nearly forgot. I have something important to give you. Another item that's been in my family for generations. I'll put it in your bag for safekeeping. Kiefer's like, Porticio, I found the fragment. Goodbye. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. I'll do my best to be of service however I can. May the blessings of the roamers be upon us. Ruff learns swoosh.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just keep her like that for now, and I might change it later. Now that we've added finding the legendary Torben player to our to-do list, we really don't have any time to wander around aimlessly. So work out where you need to go and get moving. Alright, let's go drop off the fragments that we received, and then we will continue the adventure tomorrow. Where we still have to find Old Man party member. The career spear begins to gleam with light.
Thank you.
Hi, can you hear me? You can, right? Hear me, I mean. I'm gonna assume you can. Anyways, meet Jackie. Sorry this is a teensy bit sudden, but I need you to come to All Trades Happy right now. There's no time to waste, so I'll fill you in on the details in person. Can you come? That's what I like to hear. I always knew you had a good head on your shoulders, Porticio. Then without further ado, it's time for some good old-fashioned High Priestess magic. I've always wanted to try this little number. Well, here goes nothing. Abracadorway! Well, we're going to the... Never mind, we're going to the Abbey first.
Ah!
Hey, pals. Nice to see you looking fighting fit. which is kind of sort of why I asked you here. It's about your vacations, you see. You remember when I was trying to cleanse my spirit so I could learn how to make your jobs even more useful to you? Well, I've only gone and done it. My spirit's clean as a whistle and I can hear the voice of the higher power clear as day. Yippee! I know you're dying to find out what that means for you, right? Well, it means you can now hold 2 vacations at the same time. Whoa! That's right, you can all moonlight to your heart's content. Why settle for 1 when you can have 2? Now I could be a dancing swordsman or a thieving pirate. An extra thieving pirate, I guess. Anyway, the possibilities are endless. I know you guys still have a long way to go before you save the world and everything, but this will help you get there in double time. I believe in you, gang. You can do this!
Sure.
Okay, so this is a new feature, apparently. Alright, just because that might take several minutes for me to mess around with, I will start the session off tomorrow with figuring that out. Because there's so many choices. Alright, and then we now have an island we can go travel to as well. Alright, so let's quickly go to the nearest town and save and wrap up. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely the first I've heard of it, but I've only played like half the games in the series, so some people would definitely know more than me. I mean, 11 didn't even have classes, to be fair. Probably because there were 8 party members, they're probably just like, yeah, you're fine, we don't need to give you classes for this. Alright, then one last double check, save, and then we're good. Alright, let's go find a raid target. Go raid Golad himself. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.